I started dividend growth investing around 7 or so years ago, and as you can see right here in my master dividend tracker, I've acquired quite a bit of different stocks and ETFs across the markets. Now in this video, I want to explain to you exactly why I think even for a brand new investor with a very small amount of money, why tracking your dividend income is so important and why I'm so happy I started doing it right off the bat. Now, if you're an aspiring dividend investor or you own any dividend paying stocks or ETFs, stick around till the end because you are not going to want to miss this. I just finished my brand new dividend investing ebook where I share exactly how I went from zero to now over 7 figures invested, and also on how I earned more than $6,000 per month in dividends. I also finished my custom dividend tracker that you can use to track your dividend income progress on an ongoing basis. So make sure to grab yourself a copy of my dividend investing ebook and the new dividend tracker today. It's the first link in my description. So like I sort of mentioned, this right here is what I would call my master dividend tracker, which sort of tracks every single stock, every single ETF that I have across multiple different brokerages. And just a side note, like you heard, you can grab this dividend tracker. It's the first link in my description. Now, I started investing years ago. My first stock that I ever bought was a share of Capital One stock, followed by a few shares of Realty income. And right off the bat, I was so intrigued with the idea of buying into a stock, buying into a publicly traded company, and knowing that I was going to receive a dividend payment on a quarterly basis just for holding on to that single stock. Now, as you can see right here inside of one of my brokerages, I earn around $26,000 in estimated annual income per year. And this is from around 30 or 40 different stocks and ETFs. Now, what's great about a lot of the brokerages like this one for TD Ameritrade, for example, they do offer an integrated dividend tracker, which gives you an estimated idea on how much dividend income you're going to be earning on a yearly, on a quarterly, and on a monthly basis. But because like a lot of you watching this video, you probably have brokers on different platforms. You might have a few shares on a Robinhood brokerage. You might have a few shares in Webull, etc., etc. But regardless, however many shares you have of whatever stocks or ETFs they are, especially if they pay dividends, I think it's very important for you to keep track on where you're at with dividend income on a yearly, monthly, weekly, and maybe even daily basis. Like for example, right here, if you were to take every single position more or less across all my portfolios and add up all the dividends I currently earn, I earn over $70,000 more or less on a yearly basis, which equates to almost $6,200 per month. Now on a daily basis, that means I think I earn around $205 or $206 every single day. And again, for those of you that are watching this video, you might say, well, I only have 12 shares or 14 shares of different stocks or ETFs. The point is that over time, if you build out a tracker like this one, or if you choose to use this one, the one I built for you, every single time, for example, that you buy a share of VZ, ticker symbol VZ Verizon, you can then go into the amount of shares you have and type in that you bought one more share and then automatically see exactly how much monthly income on average that one share of Verizon is going to earn. Now, a lot of people that aren't really interested in dividend investing, they're not really going to get the allure of this. I've even had friends and family in the early days of my dividend investing journey say things like, so you're telling me you spent $50 on a share of Verizon, for example, that's only going to pay you 30 cents, 40 cents, $1 per month? And the truth is, to them, they just don't get it. But to us as dividend growth investors, we understand that every single penny, every single dollar of monthly forward dividend income or annual forward dividend income, however you want to look at it, is now money that you're going to receive passively without doing anything but holding on to the asset. And maybe the best part of all, a lot of these assets that you buy into that pay you dividends on a monthly or quarterly basis also have the potential to grow over time, so your principal could get bigger and bigger as time goes on. Now, in the early days of my dividend investing journey, my first goal was to have enough money in dividends paying me on a monthly basis on average to be able to pay for my cell phone bill. At the time, I think my cell phone bill was around $60 or $70 per month. So it took me a long time, don't get me wrong. It took me a while to get to the point to where I had enough different stocks and ETFs in my portfolio to where the dividend income alone was enough to be able to cover my cell phone bill if I were to, of course, choose to use that money to do so. And as you probably guessed, I didn't, of course, use my dividend income to pay my cell phone bill. I reinvested those dividends into more shares of different dividend paying stocks and ETFs. But because I broke through that mental milestone, and because I then had enough money coming in monthly on average to cover an entire bill, I got one of the first tastes of financial freedom, which was absolutely awesome. Which now, around 7 years later, I now have enough dividends coming in personally for me on a monthly basis. I'm very blessed to be able to say this. That now, if I were to choose to stop making any income at all and just use my dividends, I could cover all my bills and then some. Now, at that point, that's pretty much the definition of financial freedom, and a lot of dividend growth investors are chasing exactly that. So for a dividend investor, even if you are starting out in your early days, even if you, for example, just bought your first share of Realty income, for example, ticker symbol LO, you now know that next month you're going to get a 26-cent dividend more or less. And then the month after that, another one. And within that time frame, if you work hard and make some active income and buy another share of Realty income, you then can go into your tracker and then type in another share, which now with just those 2 shares of Realty income, you would be earning around 52 cents in dividends per month. Now again, this type of mindset, this type of methodology might not really apply to everyone watching this video, but I promise you, some of you that are watching this video that are truly at your heart dividend investors, you know exactly why this is so important. So I just wanted to make this quick video to urge every single one of you dividend growth investors to please either build out your own dividend tracker or find one online, or use this one if you want. It's the first link in the description. And please, pretty please, track your dividend income ongoingly and make different goals, micro goals, ongoing goals that you can crush as time goes on, because I promise you it's going to feel so good. But before I go, I want to ask you guys one major question when it comes to tracking dividend income. When it comes to building out a dividend growth portfolio and tracking your dividend income, what is the number one milestone that you're trying to crush in 2024? Drop it in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to please drop a like and subscribe for more future content like this. Thanks as always for stopping by, and if you are interested in investing, make sure to check out these recent videos I posted right here.